The elements are showing oxidation states +2, +3, +4, +6 and +7 is chromium, manganese, cobalt and vanadium. Look here, minimum oxidation state is +2, maximum oxidation state is +7. The elements given here are the elements of the 3D series. In the first slide of this, we had seen that there is a increase in oxidation number from scandium to manganese. Then from iron onwards, oxidation number decreases. Accordingly, manganese exhibits a minimum oxidation state of +2 and maximum oxidation state of +7. So amongst the given 4 elements, it is the manganese which exhibits the oxidation state from +2 to +7. So the correct option for this question is option B, manganese. Just now I told you, potassium permanganate is also a most powerful oxidizing agent. It can act as oxidizing agent. It oxidizes sulfides to sulfur, iodides to iodine, acidified ferrous sulfate to ferric sulfate, etc. Now we have a question related to oxidizing action of potassium permanganate. Acidified solution of potassium permanganate oxidizes sulfates, B, sulfides, C, nitrates, D, ferric salts. To get an answer for this question, remember, if an oxidizing agent oxidizes, that substance which undergoes oxidation must be in lower oxidation state so that it can get oxidized or it can change to a higher oxidation state by the oxidizing action of oxidizing agent. If you look at the options here, in sulfates, we have sulfur with highest oxidation state of +6. This cannot undergo oxidation. In sulfides, sulfur is in its lowest oxidation state, -2. This can undergo oxidation. In nitrates, we have nitrogen with higher oxidation state of +5, which further cannot undergo oxidation. In ferric salts, we have iron with its most stable higher oxidation state +3. So, sulfates having sulfur in +6 oxidation state, nitrates having nitrogen in +5 oxidation state, ferric salts with iron in +3 oxidation state cannot further undergo oxidation. It is only the sulfide which has sulfur in -2 oxidation state can further undergo oxidation, and even it can get oxidized to sulfur. So therefore, KMnO4 can oxidize sulfides to sulfur, where the oxidation number changes from -2 to 0. So therefore, correct option for this question is option B, sulfides. We will move to another question which is related to oxidizing property again. Which one of the following does not decolorize an acidified potassium permanganate solution? Options are sulfur dioxide, ferric chloride, hydrogen peroxide and ferrous sulfate. Look at the question. Which one does not decolorize an acidified potassium permanganate solution? I will put this question in other way. On which of these 4 potassium permanganate cannot act as an oxidizing agent? That is the meaning. It cannot act as an oxidizing agent on the substance where we have the highest oxidation state. Look here, ferric chloride. Iron is in +3 state, the highest and the most stable oxidation state. This cannot further undergo oxidation. So therefore, KMnO4 cannot have the oxidizing action on this. It cannot get decolorized. But SO2 can undergo oxidation and it can decolorize KMnO4. Ferrous sulfate can further get oxidized to ferric sulfate. It can decolorize KMnO4. Hydrogen peroxide can undergo oxidation. This acts as both oxidizing and reducing agent. So therefore, this can undergo oxidation and decolorize KMnO4. But ferric chloride having iron in highest oxidation state of +3 cannot decolorize KMnO4, or KMnO4 cannot act as oxidizing agent on ferric chloride. Therefore, correct option for this question is option B, ferric chloride. In the introduction, we had seen that S block elements have the added electron in the outermost s orbital. P block elements have the added electron in the outermost p orbital, while D block elements have the added electron in the penultimate d orbital, that is n-1 d orbital, and the inner transitional elements or F block elements have the added electron in anti-penultimate f orbital, that is n-2 f orbital. Related to this, we have a question like this. The inner transition elements are the elements in which the added electrons go to option A, n-1 d orbitals, B, n-2 f orbitals, C, n-1 d orbitals, and n-1 f orbitals. Option D, n-1 d orbitals and ns orbitals. As per the definition of the F block elements, added electron must enter into anti-penultimate f orbital, which is n-2 f orbital. So therefore, the correct option for this question is option B, n-2 f orbitals. In the introduction, we had seen that there is a common property in lanthanides and actinoids, that is lanthanide contraction and actinoid contraction. This is the property related to atomic as well as ionic radii of lanthanides and actinoids. When we move from one element to another element in lanthanoids or in actinoids, there is a regular decrease of atomic or ionic radius. This regular decrease in atomic and ionic radius in lanthanoids is called lanthanide contraction, while in actinoids it is called actinoid contraction. This lanthanoid or actinoid contraction is due to imperfect shielding of f orbital and also its complex structure. So the complex structure and imperfect shielding of f orbital is leading to lanthanide contraction and actinoid contraction, which is related to atomic and ionic radius. So related to this, we have a question like this. Lanthanide contraction relates to A, atomic radii, B, atomic as well as ionic radii, C, valence electrons, D, oxidation states. We have to be careful in selecting the answer here. When I say lanthanide contraction, it is related to atomic as well as ionic radius. In option A, we have atomic radii. This is partly correct. When you move to option B, it has atomic as well as ionic radii. So therefore, option A is partly correct, option B is totally correct. So the correct option for this question is lanthanide contraction relates to atomic as well as ionic radii. So the correct option is option B. ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾತ್ಮಕ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಹತ್ತರವಾದಂಥ ಹಂತ. ಈ ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಲು ತಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ತಾವು ಸಹ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎರಡೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.